Welcome to Panasonic here at SMT Connect. I'm joined by Reinhard Windemuth. It's great to see you again, Reinhard.
Thank you very much to come here on our booth.
Right. So you really have a very special piece of equipment this week. I think it's one of the most innovative things I've seen, and it's one of the simplest things in some respects. It's a pick-by-light verification system. What do you call it?
We call it Panasonic Guided Manual Assembly System, and we support manual assembly to minimize error rates, to increase the yield, to increase the speed of manual assembly, make it more flexible, and digitalization of all the instructions to eliminate any paperwork for manual assembly.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly very intuitive. I mean, I love the way this thing works. So I'd like you to give our viewers a demonstration of exactly how it works. So take it away.
Okay, let me just explain a little bit the components. We have up there a camera for optical inspection, whatever has been done.
Yes.
We have a projector to give the customer, the operator, some informations on the substrate, on the table itself. We have two monitors, one for the traceability, one for the operator instructions. We have the material boxes, could be up to 33 or even 100 of boxes, depends on customers' needs. And the pick-to-light units here on top of each box with a sensor, whether or not somebody uses this box. And this stage is with a conveyor, could be also without a conveyor, however the structure in the production floor is layouted.
Okay, so just to be clear, the projector at the top and the camera at the top, the projector puts down instructions onto this rail here to tell you the next stage that you're working at, and it also projects a mark onto the board, a light onto the board to show you the area of the board that you should be applying or fitting the device to.
Correct. This is the way. And you find always the detailed instructions here. But as we don't want the operator to go like this and that and this and that after 2 days, he may have headache.
Yep.
And that's why the projector helps a lot to give the keywords here that are typically used for an experienced operator. And if somebody just come home from holiday and cannot remember, he can read once or twice the details, but normally not needed any time.
Okay, so let's take it away.
So first of all, the system can handle multi-languages. So any operators have a different languages, maybe a Turkish, a German, a British, a Chinese person, and we simulate here the personal ID tags of each operator. And I will select English now for you. So the system registered now the English operator.
There you go. And it says, please select a project by name, initial key, or scan the assembly step.
We can even select it manually. Look here.
Okay.
Panasonic demo board blue.
Okay.
But we can also use a barcode on the lot IDs paper wherever I like. And then the full working assembly process is shown here. In our demo, 7 steps need to be done.
Right.
In any case, you find a picture of the situation that is after the working step. And you find a detailed description here, the material list of the parts that need to be assembled. As of the first step, it's just putting the board to the correct position.
So it says load board. Now, I noticed this board has a 3D label there. So does it scans that when it comes in to identify it?
You can install a fully automatic barcode scanning system here. Then you don't need this hand thing.
Okay.
No issue.
Excellent. So it's come into the work area. I can see that the projector has projected a square onto this area here. And I can also see a square on the screen which shows it fitted with a certain device. And that device is illuminated in green. Yeah?
Correct. So if now the operator goes in the wrong box, system will highlight red color and beep. So any wrong box is not good, can only put in the hands in the green box. And then it will already indicate the next component in blue color. So first of all, need to install this one. And by taking the next component, it will automatically switch forward to the description of this process.
I see. So it moves to the next area.
system is now, you see this eye here?
Yes.
It's waiting for the recognition to detect all 4 components.
Okay. So it's highlighted that area on the board. You've got it highlighted on the monitor, and it's waiting for you to put in 4 pieces.
If I go to the wrong box,
Yeah.
it will indicate wrong box. Please take the right one. Now 3 pieces is still not good enough. It shows assembly error. And as soon as I put the 4th component, the recognition will detect and will move forward to that connector bar.
To the next connector. Okay.
I
Excellent.
take the connector, already highlighting the next component. I place it. This again, we don't have a recognition step, just the taking of the next component is deciding for the...
And it's also telling you each time that it changes, it also tells you on this readout here. On the,
This is finally the customer to do that.
Yes.
And only customer knows how to assemble his product.
Yes.
He need to know what is important to know, what is the detailed description for somebody who is starting, who does not have any idea yet. This we cannot as Panasonic. No, this can be edited easily in this system.
Yes. Yeah, well, that was going to be one of my questions. Was how easy is it to program?
Very simple.
Very simple.
Even myself, I could do that. I did it within 1 hour.
Really?
Yeah. And this is a typical issue in THT, that those capacitors are mounted wrongly.
Yes, you need to get the polarity correct.
Yeah. And this polarity check we have now by camera to be sure that if the component is basically on the wrong position, it will not be switched forward. And if it's in the wrong orientation on the correct position, also nothing will happen. It will highlight still AOI assembly error. Only when having this component in the right position, it will move forward.
Okay. Then it moves to the next stage.
And next one is for you, Trevor. Can you place the next one?
Okay, so now I see it's asking me to put a shield on here, and it's highlighted the shield. It shows me on the board where I have to put it, so I put it in there. Very simple. And I got some flowers.
Flowers are you rewarding. Thank you very much for coming here.
What a super system it really is. So, just for manufacturers who want to invest in something like this, is this a training tool or is it a verification tool, or is this something you'd use in a live line, or is this something you'd really use for teaching?
Most customers, to be honest, use it in a real line. Such a system is between 15, 20, 30K. Depends on what kind of configuration you have.
Yeah.
You can also only use one for training. If your operators need a regular training on certain products, why not putting one in the corner and just offline train them as long as they're getting good, and then bring them to the line without such a system. Also possible.
Yes. I mean, and today when it's so difficult to get operators in the factories, and you have new people coming in, it's a very quick and easy way to train people. It really is very, very good.
Yes, and it's paperless. You get rid of all the papers that typically in the conventional production floors. What?
Does it have any traceability attached to it?
Yes, everything that the system gets aware, all the sensors, all the steps, they are registered and finally will be moved to the database. And the database is typically installed on the customer server, and the customer will take whatever data for his traceability needs.
Right, so you can tell how well the operator is doing, or if he's...
You can track how long he takes for one product, you can track how many red lights, you can track whether or not he did the polarity always correct or not. This is not only to judge the operator, this is also to improve your instructions.
Yes.
Whenever you see, this one always mistake, you better change the instruction to make it more clear what needs to be done.
Very true.
Or the design of the layout, or whatever could be the reason why the operator struggle at one point.
Yeah. Well, as I say, lovely system, Reinhard, and now I want to thank you for showing it to us today.
Thanks, Trevor.